We're going to see in this video how to draw on images, whether you want to put some text, draw a line, circle, rectangle, ellipse, or a polygon. So let's start. We import CV2, import numpy as np, then we load the image. It's the same image I used before, so this one redpanda.jpg. If you don't have it, you can download it from the link on the description. Image equals cv2.imRed redpanda.jpg. Then let's show the image, cv2.imShow red panda image, cv2.weight key 0, cv2.destroy all windows. Here we have our panda. Let's say that, for example, I want to draw a line from the left ear to the right ear. So how to do that? cv2.line, and I want to show, okay, we have EMG, point 1, point 2, and color. So EMG will be the image where we want to draw. In this case, we call that image. Point 1 will be this point. How to get that point? So we need to know exactly how many pixels on the x-axis, so from the left to the right, and in the y-axis, so from the top to the bottom. First, I need to know the width and the height of this image, so that we can figure out the other points. So we need to define the shape equals image.shape, and we print the shape. Okay, some error because I didn't finish this function, but this is the shape. So 300 is the height, 500 the width, and 3 the channels of the image. So these 3, for now it's not important, it's important to know these 2 elements. So as we know that the height is 300, I can say that the height of this ear, it's approximately 1 out of 10, 1/10 of the wall height. So I can say it's around 30, and the same from the width, it's around 1/10 of the full width, so it's around 50 pixels. So first point would be 50 pixels and 30. In this case, you need to put first the x-axis and second the y-axis. And second point, it's x-axis, so from the left to the right, it's around, I will say, 450 pixels. 450. From the top to the bottom, I think it's more or less the same, so 30 pixels. or maybe even more, because it's the right here is a bit lower, so let's say 35. Then we need to define the color. I will say blue. Okay, to understand how color works, we need to understand how the image are drawn. So this image is in type format BGR. It's BGR, which stands for blue, green, red. And each color can go from 0 to 255. So in this case we define the blue. The blue will be 255 blue, so it's the most. Let's see if we can define this way: most gradient of blue, 255, 0 green, and 0 red. So let's print the line, and here we have the line. Now let's define thickness. Thickness equals 5, and now we have a thicker line. Moving on, now I want to draw a red circle on the nose of the panda. So we have the function cv2.circle. For the circle we need, define first the image, the center point, the radius, and the color. So we want to draw the circle on the image. The center point, it's, let's see, I will say that on the x-axis the center point is around half of the width. So 500 divided by 2, it's 250. And on the y-axis I will say around 70%. So 70% of 300. I don't know, let's say around 230 or something. So cv2 dot circle image. So we set from the left to the right 250, and from the top to the bottom 230. Then radius I was saying 20, and color I said red circle. Red, it's equals to 0 blue, 0 green, and 255 of red. Let's draw it. We are close, so it's a bit more to the left and more to the top. So 240, and to the top let's say 200. A bit more down and bigger, 205. Let's say 23 of radius. Okay, now I want to fill the circle, so after red I will say -1, and this is to fill the circle. Here we have red circle on red panda. Now next I want to draw a rectangle here from the top of the left ear to the right of the bottom. So we need to define 2 points, the rectangle, so where it starts, so from top left, and second point right bottom, and then the function will build the rectangle. So cv2.rectangle, you see image 0.1, 0.2 color and thickness, image then 0.1, so it's from the left around 50 pixels, from the top again around, let's say 60, from the right, from the left, so second point from the left 450, from the top let's say 95. Color, let's say green, so green, equals BGR, so 0 blue, 255 green and 0 red. And again let's fill the rectangle, -1. And here we have our green rectangle. Now I want to draw an ellipse to cover both eyes. So for the ellipse we have CV without ellipse. We have center point like we had for the circle. Then the axis we have a tuple. Let's see one by one. So center point as for the circle. Now I need to know where is the center point. It's again on the x-axis, it's around the half, so 250, and even from top to bottom it's around half, so 150. So we want to draw the ellipse where on the image. Center point 250 and 150. Then we have the axis. We define the width of the major axis, let's say 100, the smaller 150, and later on we will change these details so that you can understand better how it works. And now the angle, so this will be for the rotation. Now we will use 0. The starting angle, again we say 0. We and angle, so we need to complete the circle. So for 0 it's clockwise 360 degree, and you close the circle, in this case the ellipse 360. The color, violet. We don't have this color, so we need to create this color. And as we know, violet is a mixture of blue and red. So I will put 180 of blue, 180 of red, and 0 of green. And I want to fill the ellipse, so -1. It doesn't look so violet, but BGR, I did a mistake because it's BGR, so 180 of blue, 0 of green, and 180 of red. Okay, now makes sense. So let's make some adjustments. First, it's too high, so we need to make the minor axis smaller. So this size we said 50. So it's 50. So it's from the center point is from here to here is 50, and from here to here is 50. So let's say 20. and it's okay. Then even the other one, it's too large. I want to make this one smaller, 80. And now the rotation. As we see, the panda has the left eye a bit upper than the right one, so I want to rotate this ellipse a little bit. So this is the angle. Clockwise, I can rotate, for example, of 10 degrees. No, it's too much. You can see the rotation. Okay, yeah, 10 degrees too much, so 5 degrees. Oh, in this case it's perfect. And then just to see, this is the starting angle, so let's say 90. So it's from here, from 0 you count the degree and you get to 90, and then it starts drawing, and here nothing because you start from 90, so from 0 to 90 doesn't count. And the same is for ending, so I will say 180, so it's the half from here to here. And so let's fill this one. Now, as last, we draw a polygon. Polygon, in this case the function is called polylines, cv2.polylines on the image, and then we need to define the points. So open brackets, and let's say points, and then I will define a variable with all the points, an array. True if you want the polygon to be close, so the last point united to the first point, and the color yellow. We don't have yellow, we need to define it. Yellow is equals to, so as we know, yellow is a mixture of red and green, so we'll say 0 blue, 180 green and 180 red. Points is equals to, in this case we need to use numpy, this function that we called, this module that we imported before, and that it's really important for OpenCV. So points, it will be np.array, then be sure to use double brackets, and then again for each point a new array. So I will say somewhere around here it must be 120 from the left, and from the top around probably 230. So 120, 230, and second point here somewhere like 400 to 30, so 400 and 230. Then another point, let's say this one, it could be 320, 250, and finally 280, 250. After all the brackets, comma, and p.int 32, and this must be always this way. This is the numpy array type. And let's run it. Not really nice. Let's add the thickness. Thickness equals 3. This point 140. This point 380. 230. No. More or less. Okay, the more you can end up point here or go even down here to from the top 280. Okay, it looks almost like a triangle, but there are, as you can see, even here there is another point. So last, we want to put a text on the image. So we have simple function cv2.put text on the image, then title panda, then the point, so in this case it's top left, so let's say from the moment top left, let's say I want to draw it more or less in the center, so from here around 100 from the top and 20 pixels from the left, so 20 and 100. Font, the size, let's say 4. The color, in this case let's make it all white. So white is all the color together, in this case 255, 255 and 255 white. Then as you see there is an error in font because we have to define the font. Font is equals to cv2.font, and you have many types. I will take the first one, which use capital letters. It's font Hershey triplex. Panda, okay. Here we have our panda. Okay, so it's the point where it starts drawing from is exactly this one. So I want in the center, I can put even lower, 180. Okay, panda. What else? We can try different font. Let's use complex. Okay, this is all for this video.